Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the What a Man podcast. You know who it is. It's your girl, Tana Show. And I have all the way from Temple Hills, Maryland.
Yeah,
Yeah, what's going on?
ain't too much, it's Waffleman here. You
Thank
know,
you for coming on and having a conversation with me real quick. Um, I haven't seen you in a while. I've been following you for some time now. I think we met in person like once or twice. But before we get into our conversation, just let everyone know who you are.
the name is Mr. Almighty underscore Waffleman on the handle, but they call me Waffle. Um, you can call me Devin. You can call me Antoine. I don't, I go by various of names. I'm like a Gemini. You got so many different personalities, but I'm not a Gemini.
So again, thank you for sitting down and have this conversation with me. Um, First of all, I wanted to
Thank you.
say congratulations on everything. I see some progress going on because, like I said, I've been following for a while. And again, how is your son? How's he doing?
He's good, big headed. But he's very he's very wise for his age. So, and he's funny. He's definitely funny.
So when I first started following you, you were doing skits
Hmm.
with another group of people, and then you branched off to the old hell yeah videos.
Hmm.
So how did that come about?
Well, I mean, when I was with CTFU, we did a lot of skits. Um, I think the hell yeah came about. Honestly, that I was doing that since high school. Not the hell yeah part, but that voice. I'll be
Hmm.
doing that voice. It's a mixture of people. I don't know if you even caught it, but it's what is Hannibal Lecter from it's Hannibal Lecter and a mixture of Doctor Evil from Austin Powers.
Hmm.
And I was doing that voice for I don't know how I mixed them up in my head, and I was doing that for years. And I guess after the CTFU, the disappearance from me from the group,
Hmm.
I was finding myself because in this skit world, it's so many people that does comedy. You got to stand out, and it
Hmm.
wasn't hard to stand out, but you find yourself strolling up and looking at other people. I could do that, and when I started doing that, it was COVID. That's what really did it. I was like, oh, I can't work with people,
Hmm.
and I like working with people, I like sharing my energy and feeding off other people's energy. It's classic. But when that happened, I was like, you know
Hmm.
what? Let me just do this shit. I guess I was thinking like, I don't know if they're gonna like the voice. You know what I mean? Just overthinking it. And I did it, and it was a success, and that's what people know me for now. Even though it got jacked and stole a lot and reinvented, and little small Chinese people singing it, and they all that, and I mean that's fine. To me it doesn't mean nothing. I didn't make no money off of it like that, but
Hmm.
that's cool. It lets me know my energy can go across the globe. So if I did it
Hmm.
once, I could do it again.
So I do remember you from CTFU, and also used to do the late night videos when you worked at was it Home Depot, and
Oh
you
no!
used to
Oh, you talking about when I did the floors at AutoZone?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
all the AutoZones. Yeah, yeah. We just stopped. We have a couple contracts of those left, but they just got a new company like earlier
Hmm.
this year. That's crazy.
So I wanted to ask because I've interviewed other comedians, and you brought up the thing of people taking the sound bite and doing whatever it is that they want to do with it. Um, and I know when I spoke to one, he said that it mattered in the comedy world, but not really as long as you like if you were gonna do it, can give me some recognition or a shout out or something like that.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get your opinion on that. Like what is the importance of when people use your sound bites, or even if they take your a skit that you've already done and try to revamp it for themselves, like how does that sit with you?
I mean, you gotta look at it like the dope game, or you know what I mean, like you moving cocaine. Like you can't just take my product and
Hmm.
then like revamp it and put your stamp on my product because that leads to war. I mean, to me, it's like you can turn your shoulder all the time, but it gets annoying. It's like, dang, bro, like you can't just acknowledge where you got the idea from. And then nowadays, I mean, you see top dogs stealing
Mm-hmm.
skits from lower following creators and just making it look like it's theirs. And it's a grimy game. It means a lot though. It definitely hurts the heart when you see your shit up there, your sound bite. You like, hold up. And then they telling you that they came up with it first. You like, wow. So I mean, it's very important to acknowledge who or whatever you got your idea or soundbite from. Like that's the name of the game. That's how it should be. I mean, we all influence
Mm-hmm.
each other, but everyone acts like they don't need people, but they steal from people. It's rough.
Have you ever had to confront a person who maybe, did that to you?
Uh, nah. Only time I had to confront a person back when they were doing that shout out for shout out, and I shot them out, and they got hella followers off me, and we was even. We was at 8,000 followers, and then they never shot me out. And I was like, "Oh, something going on. I can't repost you." Like, what? And this dude now, he got probably about 4 million followers. That it hurts every time I see him. I swipe up hard. Like for real. But I can't. It's just we're sensitive about our artistry, so I mean, it was tactics, so it was cool. But now I never had to confront anyone because I look at it like if they take the time to copy me, hey, I influence them. They love something I'm doing, so they can talk all they want. In the future, we'll see each other face to face. No evil spirited. That's why I like stand up because you can't mimic nobody on that moment. You can
Mm-hmm.
take a joke, but it ain't gonna hit the same. Especially if it's a life learned lesson that person or that person, that artist came up with. I love that. But this skit world is crazy.
Have you been doing a lot of stand up lately?
I haven't hit the stage in about 8, 9, maybe about 10 months. Literally. Been grinding, working. I said I wasn't taking it serious. And I meant that by like I work too much day and night.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't have any time to do, open mic. You got to practice your artistry. And I would just get up, get high, go do comedy. It'd be funny, but it's not like the OGs was looking like, bro, you gotta practice. I could tell you're not practicing. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, man, shut your old ass. But you gotta listen to them. You know what I mean? So I took that in account, and I was like, you know what? I gotta really stop and do this for real when I get the time. So
Yes.
we got the cleaning company. My cousin and I. What is it? May 1st, I decided I'm stopping the cleaning company for my part. It'll keep going. It'll still keep doing what they do, but I'm
Mhm.
stopping that and I'm focusing on comedy. So you gotta make that dream work sometime. So it's time. Like this
So
May 1st.
I had a conversation as well about, because a lot of us, like you said, we work, we have jobs, but then we want to do other things. And I know comedian Desi did say a long time ago that, if this is something that you want to do, you got to kind of put that job to the side and chase what's going on, because we'll never have time to do it in between the job situation.
Mm-hmm.
So my question to you is, how do you, because somebody told me a couple of days ago, I was having a conversation,
Mm-hmm.
and the person said to me, really, you can get money from anywhere. We're
It,
just taught that we have to work to get money. So how prepared are you to let what you're doing that brings in the steady income to do something that may bring in some income, and then it may not, or if it does bring it, it's slow,
mhm.
maybe, because I don't know how that world works. So how do you prepare yourself for that?
You gotta jump off that cliff. And I'm the same animal. I can go out and get contracts and do floors. I can go here and do this. I do carpentry as well. So I'm gonna still do like little, get some money. I'm gonna still know how to make that. But
Mhm.
I wanna like fully bring all my residuals from comedy. I want that to be so I gotta be hungry. And when it comes to that, you gotta be a dog. You gotta step on necks. You gotta bark when they bark. You gotta bite when they bite. I'm gonna lose a lot of friends. I'm gonna
Mhm.
make a lot of friends who I thought I wouldn't. So I'm very prepared. I'm prepared for the worst. I'm prepared to not make $1 a whole month, even though I know I am. But that's
Mhm.
the mindset I'm going in. Like, well, shit, whatever. I'm gonna start dressing like Wu-Tang members, and it's just snatching niggas chains, something. Like, cause I mean, I still got a son, so I can't play about him.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
and I was talking to comedian Desi as well. He said he was a teacher or something like that, and he gave us the story when we was on that podcast. I was like, yeah, it's time. You know, you love what you do, but it's not what you love doing. You know, because he was really into that school, but it's not the same. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I think when you follow your purpose, everything comes in fruition. So it's I'm prepared. I'm prepared for the worst. I'm prepared for the best.
Mhm.
I have faith. I have God. I have the universe on my side. So I'm ready. I'm ready. It's been too long. It's been way too long.
Well, that's good to hear that you still have the same passion for it, because sometimes when you do things and then you kind of stop doing it, you kind of lose the passion. And it's like, and then like you said, the world is always evolving, and then there's other people that's doing the same thing. So it's like, wow, how can I jump back into this and be different from that person or that person? You know what I mean?
Right, right.
So I would suppose that it was a lot of pressure there. So you mentioned Desi, and then you at the beginning you mentioned some of the OGs. Who are some of your OGs?
Lawrence Owens. That's the OG for me right there.
Hmm.
He keeps his word. He say he gonna do something. He do something. I don't. I'm not. Are you familiar with Lawrence Owens? Hello, Lawrence Owens. Funny. All these cats you naming that been on your show, they know him though. He's a dog. He from out this side.
I need to look.
I think Landover. I think it's Landover, Maryland.
Mhm.
I spoke with Red Grand not too long ago on the podcast. And I just been picking their brains, asking them different things, like the way I'm moving. Cause
Mhm.
I was like, dang, I've been away from the game too long. And I asked Red, I was like, you ever took a break from stand up? He said, hell yeah, I was off like 3 years before. He said, sometimes you gotta get your mind right. I was like, all right, I'm not doing nothing wrong.
Mhm.
Let's see, who's another one? My boy CJ, I call him Unc. CJ the comic, your Uncle Ant, that was from my OGs. Spoon, I don't know if you know Spoon. He's an OG. He gave me a couple of words. Now when they're your OG, they don't hold your hand through this. No one holds no one's hands. So you just take some of the stuff they say and be like, oh, okay, he favors me. You know what I mean? He kind
Mhm.
of likes my work or something. He'll probably say, hey, good work, man. You know what I mean? Hey man, tie your shoes next time. Or something stupid, then that's how OGs do. So but they put you in position to win.
So what style of comedy do you like best? Do you like the content creating? Do you like the stand up? Like, or do you like the skits? Like, which one would if you had to pick one and you had to do that for the rest of your career, which one did you
If I
pick?
had to pick one,
Yep.
uh that's a tough one. I would say it's something about being on stage alone and having your back to the wall. It's no better. It's like a gladiator feeling,
Mhm.
or some 300 type. And it don't matter what you do, what you wear. If you funny, you funny. Um, but however, I am a screenwriter, and I've been writing. I've been working on my writing, and I want to be a filmmaker, and an actor. So
Okay.
but I think if I had to do for the rest of my life, I know the money comes in making the movies. Now, the
Okay.
stand up side, it's gonna come, but it's gonna take a minute,
Okay.
and it's gonna take a lot of. And I'm not no, I talk my heart, so they probably not gonna they're gonna blackmail me, and so it'll be a rough path if I only could do stand up. That's all I know, because I'm going to talk my heart, so they're not gonna
So
black.
you want to be like in a Tubi movie or two?
Shit, I want to be like on a I know Tubi. I mean, nothing wrong with Tubi now. I mean, it is something wrong with Tubi, but it's not nothing wrong with Tubi. But like, HBO Max. Like I'm a big Larry David fan. I don't know if you know Larry David, Curb Your Enthusiasm. He was also
Mhm.
one of the writers of Seinfeld, creator as well. I'm a huge Larry David, like genius. So I'm on that level of thinking.
Mhm.
I believe I know I can make it happen. It's just in the black community, it's hard to get people to believe in what you believe in until it's there. You're like, damn, it's too late now.
Right.
So, nothing wrong with Tubi because I actually the one we gonna shoot and film this month and in the next month, I'm pitching it to Tubi. So there's nothing wrong with Tubi at all.
Okay.
But
Okay. Have you worked with Alvin Gray? Have you worked with him?
I'm not familiar with Alvin Gray.
Yeah.
No, who's that?
He has a few movies on Tubi.
Okay, no, I haven't worked with him. I need to, I would love to be in some of these films too, because some of them, the actors and the actresses are horrible, but the storyline is great, but the acting sucks.
Do you think? Okay, so let's just discuss that really quickly because I agree the acting is horrible, and when you make the big budget film, there's always like a stunt man and stuff like that. But then Tubi movies, it's like you see, and it's literally a plastic doll baby, and we know that
Right.
it's like so. Are they doing that on purpose?
I think that they're living in between their budgets, and I think they are doing it on purpose. I done seen some African movies on Tubi that's been crazy. Like, what? Like once they go from one shot to the next shot and back to the same shot, he got different pants on. Like, they ain't even say cut and change your pants back or nothing. So I don't know if that's what Tubi stood for. Like, that's mess with people's minds. I don't know, but yes, it's kind of wild. I think they do it on purpose, but I think the budget is a big thing. Like, it's when it's the big budget, it's like, oh, it look real. When it's no budget, like, oh well,
Okay.
you tried.
I only asked was they doing it on purpose because that's the thing that hits the internet when you see it, and it's like, all right now, and maybe somebody saw it and got wind of it and was like, okay, well, let's keep doing this because they're talking. You know what I mean? At least they're watching the app.
Right. I mean, it's bringing people there though. It's still free right now, right? I don't.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be a point in time. It's not gonna be free anymore. So it's gonna get there.
Well, they did.
Or it will be free.
They made enough money to change the logo.
I didn't even notice that. Mm-hmm. See, and made enough money. See, black people love free. Even if that motherfucker come with advertisements. It'd be like 17 minutes worth of advertisement. You're gonna sit there and come back in 16 minutes and then finish watching what you. We don't care if it's free. We in there.
I've never watched a Tubi movie because it would irritate the hell out of me to watch that. I'm just being honest.
Now I've never watched it on my own television. I've been over a friend's house, and she was watching it. I don't know. A lot of women. I'm hearing and seeing a lot of women love Tubi movies. It's like they always say the storyline. Is it the storyline? The storyline. I don't. But you know what I know? And then this is no disrespect to you because you're a woman. Women love fake. And they can't deal real. Fake purses. I seen a lot of fake hair. There's nothing wrong with none of that. But the purses is a personal problem. Fake purses. I seen fake jewelry. Look at this motherfucker. Like, they don't do real now.
As a man, what's the problem? Now, I don't have any fake purses.
No, I know you don't. and I know, I'm not knowing you that's fake. When my son saw you, he said, "Damn, Daddy." I said, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah, that's real. You can tell." He said, "Yeah, I know, it jiggle." But anyway, I ain't mean to, you know what I mean?
What's wrong with fake purses? Because some fake purses you can't tell that they fake.
You're right. It's nothing wrong with fake purses. I just think it's something wrong if you have an obsession of fake purses to try to fit in. I don't know. Just to fit in. I don't. It's something about being fake to fit in. And that's men with fake jewelry. It's just like, come on, man. Like, damn, you ain't got it. You ain't got it. Just you trying to fit in. You are not amigo. And they 8 chains. Like, work at Home Depot, nigga. They don't pay you that much to have 8 chains. You know what? And then you're trying to fit in. Because now you're being fake and you're going to get to see woman like fake. You just look good. So now she running over here to him. And you like,
but what if he work at Home Depot, but he got a side hustle though? So, and the side hustle might, if you catch what I'm saying, be able to
I know
afford
some side hustles now.
8
But I don't know no side hustles that get you 8 fake chains.
No.
If it don't glitter. It's certain real gold do a thing when the sun hit it. Okay. Real gold does a thing when the sun, it dance for the sun. Now if you go outside and ain't nothing dancing and it's sunny, I ain't got no side hustle. He work at Home Depot in the wood section, in the lumber. He cut lumber. And ain't nothing wrong with that. You got a job, that's cool. But if you cutting lumber, make your chain out of lumber. Like, don't stop trying to be like everybody else. Switch it up.
Wait a minute. Did you say make the chain out of lumber?
Make the chain out of lumber. Figure it out. I don't know. Glaze the lumber. Glaze it so it don't irritate your skin. Do something. That you around lumber all day. You ain't an Egyptian. So I know you don't have gold somewhere stored. But I can't, people got family rich and I don't know. I just know real gold.
Do you have any?
I have some gold. Now it's not a lot now. And I have a fake chain that I wear in skits, but I don't wear it out. Then I like to wear the earth beads or whatever you call them, the little, I like them joints and I have like a little gold. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can find that. like this is my shit. Like I'm deep with the earth. Like my uncle made these. You know what I mean? Something like that. I know I look like I'm coming out with a dashiki and all that, but I like shit like this to keep the spirits away. And ain't nobody trying to snatch this off my neck. You gotta be careful with that real gold now. Down at the casino, niggas is, and I like to dance when I go out, so if niggas just catch me, I'm just dancing, just they ran, they gone.
Yeah, just like when I came to, I don't know if it was your party, but somebody's party, and my window got busted out.
It wasn't my party. Nothing happens bad at a Waffles party. Nothing.
You were there.
What? Everyone was there. Just because I was there.
Whose party it was? I just don't want to say it on here, but you were definitely there because I can't find the picture, but I took a picture with you and some other people.
Yes, and rest in peace, G Songs too, because I think he was there that night. That's my boy. And Who Is You was there, and I don't know what club that was. I do not remember. But see, DC, I don't even like. I have family in DC now, and that they'll let you know. I'm not coming. Sometimes I'm good. Like meet me at my aunt's house. Like I'm not. It's just you get tired. Like you park somewhere, and you come out, your shit shot up. You like what the fuck? Like they don't have no aim in the city. You like, God damn, nigga, why is all the bullets? The dude stand over there, you ain't hit me, nigga. And your car like 82 bullet. Like, come on, man. Like it's just. You heard about, I forgot who the Raw Wave concert that was here?
I did.
It's like 300. I don't know how many cars got broken into. Like they do this shit for a job. This not even a coincidence. This is a career for them.
But I don't, okay. So to be honest, I don't think that a person broke into mine. I think the valet did it. Honestly.
Damn.
Because I gave my car to the valet and they bought it back with the window.
So they drove it in the thing.
Or wherever they drove it.
But see, that's the thing. So you don't know where they might have knew something. See, but I don't even hang out at them clubs like that. You would think I do. I don't hang out at clubs like that.
This was so long ago though. So it
don't get stressed all over again. Just you don't bought 3 windows since then. Come on now. Don't worry about that one window.
So okay, so I know that there's always this thing, and I'm not gonna lie to you, because I live in Atlanta, people say to me and they say, "Oh, your accent, where are you from?" And I say Baltimore. And then they say, "Oh, I have somebody who lives in Maryland. They live in Prince George's County." And I'd be like, "Nope,
Mm-hmm.
that's Baltimore.
Yeah, Baltimore is its own state.
That's
They don't
that's
consider, y'all don't consider, you know, that y'all don't even, y'all take the Maryland off. There's no such thing as Maryland
no,
in Baltimore. It's just Baltimore.
that's right."
Now, Glen Burnie, y'all say that, oh, that's Maryland, right? That's not, they say, oh, that's Baltimore County. Nah, nigga, that's Maryland.
In Baltimore, it's only east, west, north,
Yes,
south.
that's it. It
That
ain't
is-
none of that other shit. I know.
So let your Maryland people know
Oh
that.
no, I don't look. I'm close in with cats like, you know, Bruce Daddy and Snow. You know,
Yeah.
they let you know all the time. Nah, that ain't Maryland. Nah, I ain't arguing with you. Pudge, he'll let you know. You know, Pudge Rose, they tell you, nah, this is Baltimore. This is what we do, you dummy. Like I'm like, all right, you know, all right. Like now, and I'm cool. Like I'm cool with all that. You know, this ain't none of ain't. They can kill all of us if they wanted to. This is their land. But at the end of the day, they can. They can just
Now,
they can push
don't
one button. They can. I'm just saying, we be fighting over lands, and they can just say boop, and it just.
don't play with the city. Don't.
I'm talking about over here too.
So how do you? So since you bring them up,
Mm-hmm.
obviously you've worked with them. How is that? Like how is that? I know you all have a great camaraderie because of
Mm-hmm.
the because of the industry that you're in.
Right.
But because it's Baltimore and DC or Maryland, as you would say, like how does that work with y'all?
It I don't know when it changed, but it changed, and I'm happy it did because my father lives. And he's living, I don't know what part, it was west, or he was in the hood, Baltimore. He out Dundalk now. Them motherfucking white people crazy. But anyway, like, and my sister, she you know, work in the hospital, John Hopkins, all this. I would come there here and
Mhm,
there, but the atmosphere changed with us. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. It was always beef for no reason. And
mhm,
it wasn't me. I just thought it was always stupid. But now it's just like, it's cool. I go there, I can call one of them and they like, you good, you know. I
mhm,
don't it's no different for me. I don't know. I'm always been a person that can just go anywhere. I push the envelope. I go wherever they say I can't go. It doesn't matter.
mhm.
I'm not scared. Like whatever. But I'm not no gangster though. But I ain't no fool neither. And but it's been cool though. They treat me like brothers. Like we brothers. You know, we ain't gotta be best friends and all talk every day, but we're brothers. Like if I hear something happening, I'm on the way to help them. You know, vice versa.
Mhm,
So it's like I don't know. Comedy just created brothers. I know comedians in Atlanta. I know comedians in New York.
mhm.
They treat me like brothers. It's just that's what we have in common. So
So you brought up G. And again, rest in peace to G because he
yeah,
was a really big part of a lot of stuff.
a
So
lot of what's going on in Baltimore for
yeah.
real. Yeah.
Um, how did the passing of G affect you?
Oh,
Because
that hurt.
and honestly, I didn't think, I knew you all knew each other, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't know how affected you were because like you said, you were 45 minutes away and then,
Right.
Baltimore's one separate thing. So how did that affect you?
That hurt. That hurt. And I'm not saying that like me and him were like the best of friends. I met him a couple of times, but
Hmm.
you know, who is you? That was my dog, and they were dogs. They were like twin towers. They're like 7 foot, both of them.
Okay.
So they, you know, when I met him at the club, I think it was that night.
Hmm.
He showed me so much love. You know, I mean, he knew everything about me. I was like, dang, I didn't even think you even looked at nothing. And then that kind of showed me like that right there, honestly,
Hmm.
stopped the tension for me of like a Baltimore and the DC, inner city, Maryland, that type of,
Hmm.
when he was talking, he was like, man, yeah, hey, all this, we good. These people, we here for you, bro. I'm like, damn. I don't even, it was the comedy. But it hurt because he wasn't supposed to go. It was way too soon. He was just getting on that house. He was gonna be serious.
Hmm.
Like he was already serious now, but he was gonna be something on some Netflix shit. Like it hurt. And I
Hmm.
don't never like to see somebody go, especially off of violence like that. But
Right.
it just you can feel sometimes when you like, nah, it wasn't supposed to be them. You know,
Yeah.
some motherfuckers I see, I be like, oh yeah, they had it coming. Shit. but
God,
nah, G,
the
yeah,
laughing.
my bad. But G, nah, G was a peacemaker for real. Like, you know what I mean? I just, and that night I done seen him diffuse a situation that he ain't had nothing to do with. I'm like, that's crazy. He's so big, he could just knock everybody out if he wanted to, but he didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what y'all feeding Baltimore people, but they be giants. It's not even fair. like, but that hurt though. Like that really, it took a minute to like post. That's when I knew it hurt. It took a minute, not just for me. Shoot, CTFU, we was still talking about it. We was like we really knew him. We knew him, and he knew us. But like you would think we grew up together. Like it hurt. It did. So I was like, damn, yeah, that did hurt.
A running discussion that we've been having over the past couple of episodes that I've had. I'm not really sure if you watched any of them. It would be nice if you did though. But
I still gotta go back to. I saw a little bit of Pudges.
well, Pudge ain't dropped yet. So
But I saw the highlights.
okay. Well, you got 3 more before
Okay.
Pudge. Okay. So anyway, so I always talk to the people that live in Baltimore, all the ones you named, and we always talked about the state of our city and how it's not the same and stuff like that. So what are the things, because I don't know, from then until now that you see a decline of in where you are, and you know,
From
that,
then and now.
yeah, as far
I,
as like because, and I'm saying this because I don't really know a lot about DC except for they have really nice clubs. I know that. But, but I'm talking
okay.
who who
That's it.
live there, and well, they got nice brunch spots too. But I'm talking about like the hood, and what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, because I know about Baltimore City, but I don't
Mm-hmm.
know about like different parts of DC. Like, so what is y'all? What's the community? How is that like?
Gentrified
Mhm.
like a motherfucker. Chocolate chip Oreo vanilla.
Mhm.
But it's still the crime rate still the same. I just think all that just did was mask it. They just mask it a little different.
Mhm. Mhm.
The hate though, it went up. I don't know if it always been like this, or maybe because I'm getting older, I'm more in touch with that energy.
Mhm.
It's a hateful place here. I don't know if it's like that in Baltimore. I'm pretty much probably like that everywhere.
Yeah.
But it's something about this political city because this is a president's town, and they do anything to try to keep it that.
Mhm. Mhm.
It do have some good places to party though. I do give it that. We have good clubs and food spots. It's for
Yeah.
tourists. That's what it's for. But it's like the community, they ride for each other. But DC's a different brand of people. It's just a different landmark. It is grimy, and I know Baltimore can be grimy, but
Mhm.
DC is a different grimy. It's like entitled grimy. Like they'll come to your town, Miami, and we got a DC take or Miami takeover when everybody comes from. It's like, what the hell? Y'all trying to die? And they take over the whole Miami. And Miami's be like, yeah, all right. And that's DC. And I love how hard they go. Because I'm from Timber Hills, Maryland. Remember that?
Mhm.
Not DC. So I love how hard they go. But it's
Mhm.
like, young. We don't get a lot of we don't make a lot of friends because of that. And I'm not saying I'm in that but I'm just saying
Mhm.
the land of DC, they don't
Mhm.
make a lot of friends because of how entitled they are. The women, the men, everything, everybody. I don't know what's in the water. What they want is theirs.
What do
You
you
better.
what gave them that sense of entitlement though? Like what happened?
I don't know. I mean, I remember young ladies being just very chill and And then now it's like, you taking me out. When you taking me out, I want to go out. I want to go here. I want to go here first and here there and then there and then there. And then that's okay. That might be a woman. I don't know. Maybe that's just in the ghetto. I don't know. But it's, I mean, they 40 years old doing the same thing. You like, yeah, what the fuck? What you can do for me? Because I'm tired of doing everything. I can't do that. What can you do for me? Like, God, I don't even know you yet. Like, can I get to know you to see what I can do for you? I don't even know if I want to do anything for you. You have 5 kids. Why do I gotta do something for you? You got 5 kids. It's I don't know where the urgency came from, but the entitlement is crazy. It is. People call, they hit me up all the time and say, hey, in this month I'm gonna do a show. I'm looking to do this and I want you to host it. They ain't talking about no numbers, no prices, no nothing. They want you to do it and yeah, do this and put this up and
that's it.
And then if I ask them to do something, they ain't gonna get me back. I'm like, what? Like, nah, shit crazy.
Now that's one excuse me, that's one difference between, I can honestly say that Baltimore, when it needs to come together, it will.
Yes.
Say that.
I give y'all that. That y'all do.
When the city needs to come together and
Y'all
do
do.
it, we do that.
Mm-hmm.
So that is one thing about us. Another question I wanted to ask, and I've asked all of them the same thing. If your dream that you're chasing said to you, you gotta leave here, how hard of a decision would that be for you?
Oh, that'd be very hard. Cause what I'm gonna do? Be porno star? Like, what else can I do?
Not leave the industry. I'm
Oh, oh, leave the state. Oh, I'm about to say, whoa! I'm about to say, I already got some titles, some DVD titles, some porn titles, strokes and jokes. I can keep going. I wrote them down. I can't find.
no, just
Okay, but honestly, I know it's said that many times, and it's time for me to leave. But it's like right now, just leave. I was going to move to New York, and I just took a trip like February 11th, and I have family up there, but they just moved. But I was like, now I want to do that because that's the jungle, and you got to go through the jungle. I got to catch up. I got to play catch up. So if I go to that jungle, it's a stage on every block, especially in Times Square and all that area. Manhattan, it's a stage on every block. Brooklyn, everywhere. It's at least 20 stages in a 2-mile radius. And I might be over exaggerating, but it's just about that. And they stay open to like 2, 3, 4 in the morning. That's what I need. So that's why I wanted to go there. But I went there and I was like, I end up catching a charge. These motherfuckers are crazy in New York. But since it's so close, I'll just drive. I'll just keep driving back and come back. I'll take the bus and come, and I'll do that. But I have to leave though. But I don't want to. I want to come to Atlanta, but it's like I don't want to just go there and then be stuck. I don't want to have to do that anymore. Like just be stuck somewhere.
Well, I don't think so. Again, because I don't do what y'all do, but Vontae is here. Have you ever worked with Vontae?
No, he put me on one of his shows. Very funny dude.
Vontae is here. Vontae is in Atlanta. He seems to be doing well from what I see. I haven't had a chance to catch up with him to try to get an interview with him, but I feel like
Ant gone. You know, he the one that made me. He's like, yeah, sometimes you gotta roll, bro. He said it's just different. What you believe in, they believe in it with you somewhere else. And I was like, yeah, that's true.
Well, if you watched episode 2 of my podcast, then you would have saw Ant was already on there.
Well, I did. I just haven't clicked on it to watch it yet. But he busted on one of my lives, and he gave me that one-on-one. I was like, you know what? That's true. Yeah. He's like, man, I'm doing shit over there. I'm getting $20, $40 in Baltimore. And dude gave me a price, this, that. And he was like, yeah, I don't know how much you charge. He was like, so he said some low shit. He's like, 100 something. He said, we start at like 1,200. He's like, damn. He didn't even know. You know, your dream works differently when you move. I know I have to move. My only fear is your boyfriend, my little son. And I'm not feared. It's like I want to take him with me, but that's too much. I can't have that type of burden. And I know I created them, but I can't have. That's when I go. I gotta go and focus. I can't he fighting at school and he got a bad temper. All that, I can't deal with none of that. And his mom got too many kids. So and I don't know why I said that, because that don't mean anything, but it's just like I want the best for my son. Now, if I take
Right.
myself out of the equation,
Okay.
I think he's at the age. I got him to the age where he understands, like, well, you gotta go now. So I've been waiting, and I do want to move, and it'll come very, very soon. But I gotta grind it out first. I gotta get some more money, because New York. Even if I wanted to go, I have cousins in New York, but I don't want to go to New York. But New York is right there. I can just do that. If I was to live in Atlanta, that's cool. But Cali, that's very far. But that's like the Mecca where you want to do, and Atlanta is the Mecca as well for acting and all that. I'm about to have to move with you and your man and them. Like I'm mooching. What's that with the call? I'm trying to find somewhere to stay for a minute. These motherfuckers come out here like Vontae making money. I know he making social media money. I gotta get my YouTube up. I've just been so far behind. It's time to get it up. So when I get that up and I get them checks, then I'll move. May 1st. I'm focused. You'll see. I ain't gonna keep saying it. But how do you like Atlanta? Can I ask you a question? How do you like Atlanta?
Atlanta is, for me, it's peaceful because I don't live in the city of Atlanta. I live in a county. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even when I was in Baltimore, I've always been like that. I grew up in the city, but then I lived in the county when I started raising children. Atlanta's fine. A bit overrated, if I need to be honest. Um, I miss Baltimore food.
Really?
Atlanta has some wonderful brunch spots, but when it comes to stuff like Frebs and
Oh well, yeah, they don't really.
and
Yeah.
chicken boxes,
The
not
chicken boxes, yo. You can't.
not
Yeah, you can take away from the chicken box, but you can't take the chicken box away from her. You know what I'm saying? There's some good. Yeah. Oh, what? Drunk coming out of the club, them chicken boxes. What?
The traffic is.
Oh yeah, I know. I've been to Atlanta a couple times, like when I was doing music, when I was rapping, and then when I went down there to do comedy as well. Traffic is crazy,
and it doesn't help that they don't drive very well either.
I never noticed that they horrible.
They drive like they drive like they just opened the doors one day and was like, "Who needs a license?" And all these people started running.
Damn.
It's like, here. So
It's bad like that.
That's how they drive. To me.
Yeah, I feel you. That's how I feel about Virginians. Like people in Virginia, I can't stand Virginians.
But like I said, I will say that it is very peaceful, and I realized that when I came back home maybe a couple of years ago. My grandfather passed away, so I went back for his funeral. And thank you. I'm watching my family operate in all this chaos, and I'm like, I used to be a part of that, and I was like, hey, get the hell out of here. And it was my grandfather, because he didn't like a lot of attention and stuff. He didn't want no funeral and all that kind of stuff. So we looked at him and then we buried him the next day. And my aunt kept saying, "Oh, I think you should take a nap and don't drive yet." Because I didn't fly because I had the kids. And she kept saying, "Well, I think you should get some sleep." And I was like, "No, I'm out of here." I hit the road at 5 o'clock in the evening and I did not stop until I got to Atlanta. Because I just the chaos and the dysfunction. And when I got back to Atlanta, and because I was living in an apartment at the time, and I walked into my apartment and I was like,
yeah, it just was like peaceful. Yeah. that is a reason to move for even for me, because you don't notice you in a dysfunctionalness or anything until you leave. And you I'm noticing it now. It's not too bad, I'm noticing. But you know, a lot of people don't know. My mother was adopted, so that come with a lot of.
You know what I okay, so you brought up your son, and I'm just gonna say this because we don't us as parents, we don't like to do things that shakes up the foundation of the children.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand. So before I moved here, one of the weekends came, I bought the children.
Mm-hmm.
And we went around to some places and we did some things like that. So then on the way back, we had a conversation. I said to them, I said, do y'all think y'all would want to live in Atlanta? And because to be honest, if either one of them would have said no, I would have definitely stayed
Yeah.
in Baltimore because, like I say, I don't want to shake up their foundation. So if they
Mm-hmm.
didn't want to leave, then, I would have to be like, you know what? All right, I'm going to stay because this is where they want to be. So maybe when you decide wherever you're going to go, maybe you should take your son and take a trip with him to see if he likes the environment. And I'm only saying this because my son, he had a bad attitude as well. Not a bad attitude. I'm just gonna say his temper was real bad,
Mm-hmm.
and he was an introvert. And he didn't like people. He's like his mother. But having him here, he's got friends now. He's a whole lot more pleasant to be around. He expresses himself a little better than he used to. He's not as angry as he used to be. And even with my daughter, so back home when she was going to school, there was always this thing about her. She came to me one day and she was like, "Oh, I don't think I'm as pretty because I'm not light skinned like you." And so she went through colorism, and then when she got down here with these ladies, they're more natural and they're into natural hair and bodies at a certain age bracket. Because I'm not going to say bodies
Right.
aren't
Right.
important because they are, but at her age, they're not worried about their bodies.
Right.
I'm saying. So she was more comfortable. So now she has a lot of friends and she's confident in herself and she wears natural hair now. She doesn't always try to buy weaves and stuff.
Yeah.
So the change, you never know, the change of environment may change.
Yeah. He needs that though, because I can't really be selfish. He need to get away from his mother. But don't let her hear me say that. But it's truth, you know. But he
You do
said wherever I move,
somebody that is gonna watch this and they're gonna tell her and then
I don't care. I mean, at the end of the day, the only thing she's not gonna try to let me take him because she still wants tax money. Anyway, petty as a mother, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy. But yep, yeah, don't join in. But yeah, he said he wants to move with me because I went from, I said New York, then I said I wanted to live in Cali, then I said Atlanta, and then I said New York again because it was closer. But he said he wanted to live in all the places when I move. He said I want to move with you. So I mean, I might gotta step it up, but I gotta get these checks run up for a minute. Then I can be able to take care of him, and because he wanna play sports, soccer, and all of this stuff. And yeah, I mean he playing, he doing his thing, karate and everything. But yeah, he do need to see a different side. No, yeah, I
yeah,
probably.
you gotta show him that is more to life than DC. You
Oh
know,
yeah, for sure.
because it's and the one thing I will say about these children here, and let me say this: these Atlanta children, even at young ages, they know what they want to do,
Right,
and they whether it's sports or they're in the band or they're focused.
right, and that's
So he needs to be around that
yeah,
energy. Just like
yeah,
us adults, they tell us to align ourselves with the people that
mhm.
we are trying to become. It would be the same thing.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
I think that would be a good thing for him because I haven't seen him in so long. You haven't.
Just to move to Atlanta, just because you haven't seen him, that's ridiculous.
I didn't say
You
it.
got it. You still got some of that Baltimore in you. So
I
I
haven't
know I'm like messing
seen
with
him
you.
in a while. You haven't. You used to post them every morning,
Yeah,
and he
I
was so.
kind of got away from that. Like maybe I shouldn't post them too much. You know, as a parent, sometimes you go through that. Like, I posted them a lot. You're like, maybe I shouldn't post them. Because he was like, why you always post me? He started having a voice for himself. I was like, you're right. My bad. So, you know, I don't know. It's not that I like the camera like that, but, you know, I don't mind it. But I think he's otherwise. I don't know if he wants to be a comedian. He said he wants to be, just like me. But that makes me feel good. But I told him you'd be better than me. Or whatever you do, I'm gonna make sure of it. But yeah, it is time to, because this area is not gonna get any better, and you gotta get up out of there. Yeah. If you think about DC, every successful comedian, stand up or whatever, they moved.
Because Earthquake is from DC, right?
Mm-hmm. And Dave Chappelle is not from DC, but they all say that, you know, Mo County, Mo County, but it's not too far. I mean, Donnell Rollins, Ellen DeGenerate, like they had to move. Like I've noticed that. Like, damn, not even just black comedians, like they had to move. Yeah.
So one of the questions that I did ask the Baltimore comedians was, does the environment sometimes kind of stunt your growth as, and when I'm saying that is, I'm saying that to say, because sometimes when it seems like you're moving up, like you said, there's somebody that's a hater, and it ends up in a situation where you're not here anymore. So
it can. Now I've been doing my, not my woo side jokes, but I've been I understand that all hate it comes from it stems from love. So even if somebody tries something, because it's a lot of them Wendy Williams type motherfuckers around here. I don't know where they came from, but that's how they make their money. They just talk about everybody else's life. It's kind of weird, but whatever. So you know, I'm already, because you just don't answer back to them. It's just like, but the thing that stunts my growth, honestly, I mean, it's the people you grow up with, and I'm not saying like all the friends. I mean, your family, because they want you to win until they see you winning. Then it's like, why he winning? You like, what? I took a risk, nigga. I tried. You could have did it too, man. I'm the reason why he got them jokes. Like, it's weird. So that was stunt my growth, because that was one of my fears. Like, I'm so scared of being successful because of the closest people to me and my family switching up on me. That'll be the worst feeling in the world. But then I got to an age where it's like, I don't give a fuck about them. Fuck them. And but it's like, it does hurt. That will hurt though. You know, your best friend growing up for 20, 30 years, and then you make it. I think Mike Epps just talked about that on one of the on a podcast. It's called the Survival's Remorse. Where it's like, your people, they only like you when you doing bad. And when they see you doing good, they're jealous and they envy, and that'll hurt. Then it's like, oh well.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
So we're gonna wrap this up, because I can't listen. I really enjoyed this interview. So let me just say that. And also, let me just, again, I'm going to congratulate you in advance, because I know that you're about to take off, because you said it and you threw it out there in the universe, and whatever you throw out, it's got to come back. So congratulations.
Thank you. And congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And your podcast.
You.
And your peace.
That's the most important part. I also wanted to say, I do as well. Thank you for agreeing to do this at the last minute, because I know that I just hit you up 2 days ago, and to be so open to do that, I appreciate that as well. But before we go, and I asked all of them this, if you had any piece of advice to offer anyone that's chasing anything, it doesn't necessarily have to be comedy or singing or rapping or whatever. What if they just wanted to own their own business? Like, what piece of advice would you give a person who was chasing something?
Never second guess yourself. Ever.
Mm.
You know how many times I done heard that ain't gonna work for you, bruh. Or my mother was saying, nah, you it's not realistic. You like this motherfucker. And then ask them, say, what was your dream? Do you know this motherfucker said she dreamed to be a secretary for the government? Get the fuck out of my face with that bullshit. That ain't no dream. But hey, it provided. Don't get it twisted though, but it ain't a dream. So that's what I had to learn. Like, you know what? People just they throw their fears on you,
Mm-hmm.
especially when it comes to any entrepreneurship, uh, entertainment. We've been in business, what, 13, 14 years of cleaning company. That's a lot. I was about 23.
Yeah,
Yeesh.
that was a long,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's about time. It's definitely time. And you know, and it go like this. You got good years, you got horrible years, then you got like a COVID year where you like, what? You don't make nothing. Yeah, it's just never second guess yourself though. That's what I would tell anyone. Ever.
Okay.
You the one dreaming. So, you know, now for real.
I just don't even know what to say.
I'm sorry, it's my bad. And if your man cheated, don't just tell him, man, that was a long time ago before he was even around when my son
No, no,
told
no,
you. He
no.
said, dang, daddy. I said, yeah. I said, yeah. I said, I know, right? Cause me and my son, we got this bond. Like he's me, and I'm him, you know? Like, yeah.
I
Hell the
love
hell, yeah.
I love your son.
It's pretty cool.
He might be too much for me now though, but I love I
Man,
like it.
you better catch him while he's still shy. He's still shy. You don't want, you know, when they get 10, they start smelling it themselves. So you're almost 10. So he ain't got no earrings and all that. He ain't doing all that. Nah, so he's still innocent.
What do ear okay.
You know,
What
when kids get the earring, they be, you know, they just think they cool. Like, nigga, you still 10.
does he have his did you buy him his first real gold chain?
Not yet. And he said, nah, I want you to buy me a fake one because I'm gonna lose it. He know he gonna lose it. That's why I rock with him. But I said, nah, the next chain I get is gonna be, I don't want to just get the rack, I want to get 14 karat. So that's a little pricey. It's up there, you know, 22-inch joint. It's up there.
Mm.
And I said, I'm not gonna get it until I can get him a matching one. So I'm not gonna get it. And so I can get one for me now, but I'm not gonna get it until I can get him one. And he can't lose it. So I gotta wait for a minute.
You're shooting for custody, huh?
I don't want to say that online. I would never say that online. You thought you had me. I'm trying to get these taxes. Let's start there. You talking about custody. Damn, you trying to
Okay,
get me never to see him again.
so I'm arrested.
What is this called? What podcast called again? Ending home, breaking up homes. I don't even live with her. You trying to break up my, come on with that. That's ridiculous. You are ridiculous, Ty. That's okay. I understand.
Oh God. Okay. All right. Thank you. Let me calm
Thank
down.
you. Thank you.
Thank you. I really did appreciate this conversation, and I was thoroughly entertained the whole way through. I really hate to laugh sometime, but you did it. But okay. But anyway,
You're funny.
so one more thing before we go, how can they follow you on social media? And do you have anything coming up that they can watch or
Okay, so
website,
you
and even plug your cleaning business too?
okay. Well, you can follow me on mostly all the handles at Mr. Mr. Almighty, regular spelling, Almighty underscore Waffleman. I guess you see right here on my name, Waffleman. I am Belgium on TikTok, but I think they about to shut down. YouTube, pretty much Waffleman, Mr. Waffleman.
Mhm.
Um, Cleaning company. If you catch me while I'm still here, baby. May 1st, I'm out of there. But even when I'm gone, the services are still good. It's better when I'm there, but the services will be good. Clean Green Commercial Cleaning, LLC, baby. Carpentry. You know, if you need something done with your housing, You need some new steps. You need some new plumbing done. You need some painting done. You want to build a deck in the backyard. Doesn't matter how tall or small, whatever you want. You can holler at me and my boy Marcus Hill at what is it, the Hill Brothers? He has his own company. I'm in there learning the game from him.
Mhm.
So you can find me there. Yeah. Okay. You want some fences built. And my porn. Say nah. I ain't doing no porn.
Okay, that's it.
I'm playing. I ain't doing no porn. I ain't doing no porn.
Thank you, everybody, for joining me on this episode with Waffleman of the What a Man podcast. Again, I'm Tyna Show, and I'll see y'all next week.
Tyna Show. Bye, baby.
Hey y'all, I hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. Need some good laughs and some good food? Well, you can join Waffleman on Saturday, April the 27th as he hosts the Pretty Girls Love Pizza Party from 4 to 9 p.m. For more information, you can contact the Pizza Plug Pizzeria on Instagram. Or you can see Waffleman on May 19th as he hosts a comedy brunch in White Plains, Maryland from 12 to 5. To purchase tickets, you can scan the QR code on the flyer or you can go to Eventbrite. Bye.